The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, a good one in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Brandon Condrington to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
Allen on the play action. Working the sideline, that's Palmer. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Allen off the play action. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Allen now on first down. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Again, Allen to the air. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. And I'm looking for that to be called again.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Play action now, Young. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Hubbard does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a third down at your own one. Yikes.
Only need one more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Young's gonna sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Panthers finish off their opening drive. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Codrington now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Panthers with Trevor Etienne deep to return. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Now for the 2nd time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. Bills bringing an extra DB out, 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Into the hands of Leggett. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Again, it's Young. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's Young again. Complete to Tremble. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. He's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Fitzgerald sends this through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Cotterington now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Man in motion here. First down throw for Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Man in motion out of the slot. Play action now. Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Young on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Prater on to send it away. Dowdle now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back now, pressure coming. Hits his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Running to throw here on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills set to take over offensively. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another one for Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. Escapes the defender. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. 2nd down run by Davis. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Allen now on 1st down. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Allen. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Let's see what they went with on third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Dowdle now to return it. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Off the play fake, it's Young. It's complete. Sanders has gotten it out right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Young hangs onto it. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the counter, Dowdle. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify their run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Kicked well, and this is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Cotterington now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Has it in close. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle and caught by Shakir. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Setting up to pass. And that's going to be complete to Haas. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To throw again, it's Allen. Complete over the middle. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. This is Cook. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Pickup of 2 here, and that's good for a Bills first down.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to hit his fullback there. And now it's second down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too.
This revolution been televised. I fell through with the nicknames. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I admit that. Hey, black out. If they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hit it.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, here's Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They got to get 6 on third down. Motioning him from the slot right. Allen on third down. He's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's taken down at the 30. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Palmer motioning right. On first down, Allen. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 3 now. They're running the option, short side. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3, third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
To throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Just a reminder, a touchdown doesn't end it here, but it would put them on the edge of victory. Here's second down. Short side option here. He's running left. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it. It's a touchdown, and they've got a 6-point lead here in OT. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score, but starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Finds him on the crossing route. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. And they'll pause things with a timeout. Just 10 seconds remaining in overtime.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. It's Young to throw here on 1st. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
His entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on 2nd down. Young working from the gun. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Again, it's Young. Connects on the crosser. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers making a 1-point game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop too. Now for the point after to keep this one going. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game up. Now, these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Johnson with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's a give to Cook. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Motioning left is their running back. Now Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. Third down. Here's Allen. Pass is brought in by Coleman. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Buffalo.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Now run by Cook. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Allen on 3rd and short. This one's caught. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable